It's Tuesday, July 16, 2024. We have 14 days until my actual birthday. But right now, I'm just waiting for all of my birthday rewards to come through so I can get human interaction and trust God to provide in the process. Today, I feel led to talk about nobody's coming to save you. My auntie called earlier this morning, and I believe every once in a while she has the same attitude where she's going to change the way she does things when it comes to other people, especially those who are embedded in her personal business or whatever the case may be. And a lot of this ties into money, finances, and things of that nature. And it's pretty much why I am called to create generational wealth, give back, and things of that nature, and not just help other people or just take care of my own self. So, yeah, it's like I've always been something of a caregiver, helper, babysitter, and so much more. So when I think of how we get to this point as where nobody's coming to save me or you or us, it's been a lifetime for me to where I've always been more of a homebody. If it wasn't work or school, it's like, yeah, I was pretty much watching the house and things of that nature, watching the kids while my mother went to work, just doing my best to obey my mama and whatever the case may be. I believe because I didn't really have a father growing up. He passed away when I was like 3.5. And then I've had different men come into my life, mostly in the community, like Boy Scouts or school or something of that nature. Other than that, when I think of like learning how to be a man and knowing what it's like to have real male bonding and things of that nature, that's not non-existent. It just does not exist in my life. So it's like now I'm catching up at the tender age of 33, where it's like, oh, I'm on my spiritual healing journey, and every day there's a different side of me that I've never seen before. Learning how to overcome it, embrace it, forgive, let go, and trust God and things of that nature. Yeah, because if I go back to work, I'm going to crash first thing first, no matter what. So this is why God has me following my dreams and tapping into my passions, so you can follow your dreams and see yourself on the red carpet just like I can. It's not about the money. Never really is, honestly. But it is a matter of knowing that you've always helped people and you did not know it subliminally, subconsciously, or on the surface. A lot of times I just did not know that I was helping people and they were manipulating me and deceiving me. It's unfortunate to say that, but it's like I don't believe I've ever actually had real discernment. And then come to find out later in life, in the last few years, that I'm a prophet. So it's like, where were the people who were supposed to be assigned to my life? Did they pass away early? Or did they just look down on me? Or did they just pretend that they didn't see or hear what God told them about me? I don't know. But it's like I'm doing my best to, stay on the right track. Not just get on the right track, but be ready so I don't have to get ready. Just like if my favorite rapper, who you should probably already know by now, and I do give hints and things of that nature, if he messaged me to sign me for whatever, even as a life coach or rapper or whatever expenditures that he has got going on when it comes to creating his promised land and things of that nature that God has called him to do. It's not really more so about building an empire. It's a matter of, hey, I want to be able to help people, but I also want to be reciprocated financially and things of that nature, gifts and all of that. High vibrational vibes and validation and pats and hugs and all of that. So, yeah, all of it just came out of nowhere. I'm raising my vibe as I do this message. So, yeah. Yes, nobody's going to come save you. I can have all the time in the world to be on this isolation journey, wilderness, hills and valleys, mountaintops, and things of that nature. But the thing is, people I know personally and people who I've never met and people all over the world are just watching me. I am a star. I actually really am a star. And I had to embrace that and learn that. Unfortunately, I've had to unknowingly, or shouldn't have had to, is being manipulated, not really being street smart, even though I'm from the hood. You know what I'm saying? But the discernment or whatever the case may be comes to me over time. People asking for money at the bus stop. I shouldn't have to give you money just because you're homeless or you're a bum or whatever the case may be. Just because we're family, I shouldn't have to give you money. I took care of a lot of people when it comes to like ministries and things of that nature on social media. Like, I've taken care of a lot of people, and I shouldn't have had to done that. You have one relative talking to getting a credit card to boost your credit score or whatever the case may be, and then you have to a point where you get saved, and all of this prosperity gospel took advantage of me. So, yeah, I guess I have to be honest. Go ahead. Keep going, bro. Just like a lot of this multi-level marketing or I think y'all call it MLM, multi-level marketing, pyramid schemes, scammers, spammers, and all of that. It's like, nobody has time for that. You have people stealing your inheritance, stealing your check-ins and savings and your emergency money. All for just manipulation and deception purposes. Just because they are in a tightrope. When you are in a tightrope, I am technically unemployed. I'm doing my best to work towards being a full-time entrepreneur. But I also need my team, my tribe, my village to assist me in my journey in life. To do God's will for my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep being held hostage to my past or things of that nature. Or have some type of love-hate relationship with the money or with God or Jesus or Holy Spirit or the spirits and the spiritual realm and the universe and my angels and ancestors and the enemy and people, places and things, and just being held hostage to my hometown. Or being held hostage to the people I personally know or related to, or this, that, and another, rapport peeps, community, politicians, and business people, community leaders, and things of that nature. Yeah. I actually have a real backstory. I don't have to just automatically manipulate and deceive you. But regardless if I tell you this story or not, that God wants me to tell you, you don't care anyway. And I realize that. Whether I'm up or down, you don't care. You don't like me or you hate me for whatever reason. So, yeah, I know I'm chosen. I'm the black sheep. I'm the empath. I'm the introvert. I'm the giver. Yes, but nowadays I'm learning all about spirituality and stuff like that and doing my best to be a good man and be a father figure, a brother figure, and things of that nature, realizing that people look up to me unaware, and a lot of times they don't give me any type of validation. As you can see, I'm the one doing all of the validation. Ooh. Yeah, because I had to realize now, and yes, this is the year, 2024. This is the year. A lot of stuff is coming out. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, creatively, vibrationally. A lot of stuff is coming out. this is the year of exposure, or whatever the case may be, when a lot of stuff is being revealed, even the deep dark secrets. So it's like, yeah, I'm a prophet, celebrity, life coach, entertainer, trillionaire, mostly called to the men, especially men my age or younger, especially men that have gifts, talents, and skills, that are in environments where there are a lot of distractions, and they need a seer, or whatever the case may be, that is me being chosen by God to be in their corner in some form or another. Whether spiritually, whether they're dealing with a personal issue, a private issue, a work issue, or just needing the confidence to follow their own dreams, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I'm not just called to rappers and gangsters and so look, yeah, and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I'm called to just about everybody, pretty much. But it's like, I just know personally that I'm called to be like a life coach or a mentor or a voice of reason to men who are from the hood, from the streets, from the suburbs, and the rural areas and things of that nature. So yeah, over the years, and especially around COVID or the pandemic, whatever you want to call it, if somebody been working like 12 years, every job that I pretty much had was part-time, temporary, seasonal, or part-time permanent, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, every job that I pretty much have had, I've gotten it myself. So it's not that I'm lazy and don't want to work. I'm pretty much burnt out, ready to crash. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I lost my job in December 2022, I was going to lose my life physically too. So yeah, it's like you can't just rush people's progress spiritually when they have to trust God and step out in faith and walk by faith and not by sight. And just embrace that spiritual healing journey. Even if you just gotta get high doing it, it's like, oh, I'm endorsing it, but I'm not telling you I'm not recommending it to you unless you're actually willing to embrace that journey of doing it and not having to look over your shoulders just because you're in a certain environment where the people that you personally know or know you from a distance would otherwise not expect you to be in this particular environment and watching you indulge in things that you shouldn't indulge in. So yes, like, it is what it is. I have to learn how to forgive and forget and let God, just trust God that I will get my revenge and my karma and my restoration and my finances, my back pay, my random unexpected money to just come like it did in 2023. Yeah, it's like, hey, I think I've only helped one actual person that is actually following their dreams and they're actually being honest of where the money is going when I give it to them. The rest of the people, even prophets and apostles have manipulated me out of my money. So, for me to just do my best to be honest and truthful and not lie and not be fake or a fraud or whatever the case may be, it's like, yeah, even people who preach the gospel and use God or the Spirit to manipulate you to give literally have taken money from me. So, yeah, I went to a fake ITT Technical Institute for Information Technology and Computer Networks. I never got a job in that field, but I do have an interest in computers or whatever the case may be. And at the time, I didn't know I wanted to really be a rapper or singer or famous or whatever. In a sense, I did know, or I had an idea subconsciously, because it's in my spiritual DNA or whatever the case may be, that I am called to be famous, a celebrity, a public figure, leader, a star, a rapper, entertainer, actor, model, just be in the spotlight because I was in a talent show twice when I was in high school. So that's pretty much the first time I've actually been in front of an audience and things of that nature. Over the years, I've actually just been mostly behind the scenes. And I believe that's because God has gotten me to this. He was preparing me for this moment. He was preparing me to get saved in 2015, which is, I believe, July 24th. And I believe it's about 6 days before my actual birthday. So, yeah, I got baptized Friday, July 24th, 2015. And I found out by God Himself, the Spirit, in my sleep, August 10th, 2016. Both of those days during the Leo season. I'm a Leo. So yes, when you look back on it, where people say, don't do astrology, don't do horoscopes, don't open yourself up to the devil or to the darkness, the evil, the hell, or whatever, religious or superstition stuff. It's like, well, have you tried it? And why are you so obsessed with downing it? Like car readings and all of in whatever other forms of witchcraft and New Age and all of, or what is it, Africa? Yeah, just like African stuff that actually resonates with where, if we're the tribe of Judah or whatever the case may be, it's like, unfortunately, you have to decipher which certain people in this tribe of Judah is actually chosen, and why they always are so quick to attack a chosen one, but never look at themselves. And why they're so quick to gather everybody else to attack this chosen one as well, and gossip and do. Yeah, I hope I've gotten through to myself, to my auntie, and through to whoever else I come across in real life or on the internet. That, hey, this is the year we take our power back. We do all we can to, whatever money comes to us, we hold it to ourselves until God actually tells us to release it. Because we have to build up ourselves again and have that self-care, self-love, and things of that nature. Just like I always see people going on vacations and things of that nature, I probably have paid out so much in credit card debt or whatever the case, or just even in my own personal paycheck to paycheck money, of actually treating my own self to a vacation for the first time. And knowing what it's like to go out of town and get a passport and get on a plane or train or Greyhound or whatever. It's like, okay, when my great relatives were able to do it, my grandma and my mama was able to do it, it's like, why can't I do it? But the rest of the family seems to be able to do it. And I think we use so many stereotypes for that reason. It's like, that's why. Oh, there was no man in the house who took me to try, to see outside of my home, outside of my city, and things of that nature. It's like, I'm always being held hostage to the home. So it's like, eventually you don't really appreciate the fact that when God gets you out of the home and you start making moves and things of that nature. And since people be like, move in silence. I've been moving in silence my whole life. It's time to speak. What is there to hide? There's nothing to hide. You can't really sabotage my future anymore because I know who I am. I'm Prophet Blue. I'm Big D. I know who I am. I know that God is still going to have everything come to pass. Whether I'm doing good or bad or ugly, I know God is still going to give me chance after chance, and pass every test, trial, and tribulation for Him to actually send the right people to bless me financially or with gifts and things of that nature. This year, it's like, I don't know, I just was like, I'm going to celebrate or make an effort to celebrate my birthday every day this month. Because any other time I would be working and be burnt out and endure spiritual warfare and nagging people and greedy people and manipulating, just dealing with a lot of stuff from every side. So, yeah, it's like, I never really had this sense of purpose in my life to be like, oh, I'm a man. I want to be able to do me and celebrate me. I have to be in expectation even when it seems like, oh, they're not going to bless me or they don't care or whatever. I have to still be in a state of expectation even when I'm depressed. Or even when I feel like nothing's moving fast enough or I've been on this journey too damn long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like, well, how can I get to the jobs if they're in the suburbs and most of the transit is in the city when the job should actually be in my immediate downtown area where I actually live? You're supposed to be building up the central business district, the financial district, the government district. Why do we have all these parking lots and vacant lots in downtown Kansas City, Missouri, when that's where all of the jobs are supposed to be? Not the fact that we're over here focused on building a Royal Stadium downtown and you're trying to tear down my church as well. And trying to tear my home down in the same process. So it's like, yeah, nobody's gonna come save you, bro. I've had to learn how to start saving myself, embrace that spiritual journey, spirituality. Connect with the right people who seem to know what they're talking about and things of that nature. Get those crystals, get that water supply, grocery supply, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I've had people come alongside me in my life as an adult or all of my life in a sense. But I don't have people to actually bless me on a daily basis. So, yeah, it's like I'm doing the work. You can pretend I'm not doing the work. This is me working. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I'm a prophet. I'm a celebrity life coach. I'm an entertainer. I'm a trillionaire. I get human interaction to improve my gifts and talents and skills and to motivate not just myself and inspire myself and elevate myself, but to do the same with others as well, especially when I have spiritual downloads so God can show me visions or give me spiritual insight that I can spiritually hear. So yeah, I strive to be one of the good guys even when I'm chosen, that I can't allow everybody and their mama drain my energy. I can feel my energy through the screen, through posts, through words, through talking, language, energy, and things of that nature. It's like all of this stuff is just starting to activate more and more, and I've had to take control of it and do my best to understand how to embrace the process, how to embrace having to endure the process and actually be able to tell my testimony, tell stories, and tell my life story. Yeah, so it's like, oh yes, I can take accountability for my financial situation, but I also have to draw the line and make sure other people are being held accountable too, instead of me being held accountable and made to be humble and guilt tripped. Yeah, I get guilt tripped a lot. Yeah, I started noticing that when I was at my last job. Yeah, the guilt trip is real, especially with women. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, too many narcissists. You think any men on social media have thought to be like, hey, let me invite you to take you under their wings and provide free room and board and spending money and learn how to walk in my car and things of that nature. You know what? The same apostles and prophets that are, taking advantage of me are actually watching me, watching my stories, watching my posts or whatever. If I'm able to see the actual person, yeah, they're watching me. People I personally know, or rapport peeps, or even people who I've had a rapport with on the internet for like decades are watching me, but they don't engage. Whew. They don't repost my stuff. If they do engage, it's usually negative. And I always know the ones who I expect it from. Even in real life, even on the internet, I know who to expect it from now. So it's like, oh, I'm not just doing this in vain or begging for money or asking for money when I'm sincerely asking for help. You know what I'm saying? It's my birthday month too. I mean, I could manipulate you just by seeing it every day. It's like, hey, what about me? I've had to endure the process. I probably had to learn the same mistakes more than twice, more than once, twice, or three times. Which is why I have had to endure financially for a while. No longer can people just take my money and run. If I don't have it and I do have it, it's like, hey, I have to take care of myself too. I want my private jets, I want my mansions, I want my passports, bromances, and multiple streams of income, multiple real estate properties, and things of that nature, businesses. I want to build my own little promised land kingdom or empire or milk and honey and Red Sea moments and pit to the palace and be the king of the castle, the lion of the jungle. Yeah, that stuff is real with me. But I also can't bring everybody with me. I can't bring everybody with me, especially if I know that that's all that they really want. They look at me for. They either look for me for money or they look for to see how I'm doing. And usually they're probably plotting on my downfall in some form or another. So it's like, it is what it is. You live and learn, and this spiritual healing journey for a whole year and a half, it's been ups and downs. And there were times that I almost gave up. But hey, I learned how to be a rapper, singer, songwriter, storyteller, write stories and things of that nature for literally a year and a half. So I had to give myself credit. While I continue to do God's will to the best of my knowledge and ability. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about the fact that, people always want me to give them the world, empty all of my bank account out for them, and just do as they please with me. Just because I'm chosen and don't have the real discernment or the real spiritual guidance. I probably do have the spiritual protection or whatever the case may be, but it's more of the spiritual guidance. And knowing that people are literally watching and they have more experience than I do, and they just be watching. They don't even give me any validation. But I can give myself that because I'm more confident in myself to actually believe in myself and not listen to my family or whoever personally knows me and only wants to keep me stuck as a child in 1990 while they still live their life through me and live, other people who have passed away's life through me. And I never get to be the man that I'm supposed to be. I'm Prophet Blue. Tap into your passions, follow your dreams, and see yourself on the red carpet. Hashtag